Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Faye from Faye's Journal Emporium, and today I'm excited to share a journal that I've made for a swap with a very talented lady named Jacqui Chimes. And some of you are probably already familiar with her work. I had seen her journals on Wendy's channel and was very excited about it, and she just makes the most amazing journals. So I contacted her several months ago and we agreed to do a swap. So if you're not familiar with her work, please check out her channel. I will leave links to her YouTube channel and to her Etsy shop below this video. So Jacqui and I agreed to do TN style journals, and I know that she gave me a few guidelines, but not many. She said she likes pastels and soft colors and of course flowers, and her colors that she suggested were like soft teal and the kind of bluish pink that you see rather than a peach pink. So I know she likes vintage things because I've seen those in her journals, and she uses a lot of lace. So this is what I have made for her. The button on the front of this is a vintage pearl button, and I just thought it would be wonderful for the closure. The fabric I chose is a reproduction fabric of 1860s, mid-1800s print, and the lace is crocheted and it is vintage lace. This lace is a newer lace that I purchased. And then, of course, the sari silk to tie it shut. So I've used various digital downloads in this kit, and in this journal, and I can't remember all of them. I will try to mention them as I come across them. So the lace here forms a pocket. And then I have used some papers from Bow Bunny, which was cannot remember the name of that kit now, but the cover page for the signature, it's one signature, is that particular paper, as is this large. I just love the birds in this. So in the front pocket, I've included a page from a vintage botanical book that just had the plates of the flowers, and this is the soft pink. This is lady's smock, bittercrest, or cuckoo flower. And the back of it is, as you can see, very aged. It's from probably the late 1800s. And then this book, this page is from a book on garden bird book is the name of it. And this was the blue tit, and I thought it was so pretty. I just had to include it. In the back of it has little chickadees on it, and I did not want to tuck it in the magazine, tuck it in the spine, and then not be able to see the whole thing. So I just stuck it in there for her. And then this is a tag I've made. I'm using a print from Graphics Fairy and added some vintage music piano player roll to it, and some washi tape and some tags and a little pocket. And the little pocket has a vintage Will cigarette card and also a little tag that I did decorate on the back. And that just tucks in right there. And then there's a tuck spot here. Jacqui uses a lot of uses pages from vintage magazines in her journals, and I thought she would enjoy some that I have. And this one is a print of Mrs. Roosevelt's page by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and her name is Eleanor, and she was the wife of the President of the United States from 1932 to 1945. And she used to write a daily column or a weekly column for this magazine, and this was the Women's Home Companion, July 1934. So I thought she would enjoy reading that article, and it's on rural homes. And she went out and visited the rural areas and then wrote a column about that. This is a page from Nick the Booksmith. And then I made a little vellum pocket for a little bookmark and stuck that in there. This is from Stamperia paper. And then cut out a little flower and put that on there. Fussy cut that, and then this is a postcard, and I believe this is either from the Graphics Fairy or from Ephemeris Garden. This just tucks in there. And then this is from Junk with Stuff, her butterfly kit, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then there's journaling space on the back of that. Jacqui told me that she doesn't journal in her journals, and she really just collects things in them, and that's what I do. I don't journal in mine either. So there are some journal pages that she can journal on, or she can add things to. So used a lot of sari silk ruffles. This is embellished with a little piece of lace and some beads, a doily, and some avocado dyed paper, and some washi tape, and then these little tags. It's a little flip out, and then this is another tag, a large tag. This is from Artie Mae's and Tracy's kit, Nature's Remedies. And then there's a wonderful tag. In the back of this is paper from the Bo Bunny group. Again, this is Junk with Stuff. And there's a little tag here. This is, I've added a little embellishment, a little bead embellishment to that with a little charm on it, and some lace, and a Tracy label. And again, this is from the Nature's Remedy kit. And then this is a little pocket made out of a page, and a book page, and added the paper. This is Nature's Remedies. And then added a little, in the tuck spot, I've added a little tag. And then there's a tuck spot here, and some vintage, little piece of vintage lace there, and page from a wildflower book. And just did some little collaging here in the tea stain paper, and this is from the butterfly book. And a vintage postcard here with roses on it, and this is from the 1908, I believe is the date on that. And I just chucked that in there, and then tucked this little tag. I love that butterfly. The colors went well. Another page from Nick the Booksmith. And then here's another page from a magazine. This is We Furnish an English Cottage by Florence Bombeck. And this again is from Pictorial Review, February 1933. And it just shows, and there's an big advertisement on a bunch of ads on the back, which I thought were kind of interesting. That just tucks in here. And then this is a vintage postcard that I've tea dyed. And this is printed on vellum, and again, this is Nick the Booksmith page. Sari silk, ruffles, and then a little tuck spot here with another one of those tags from the Nature's Remedies. The colors just went so well. And then another little tag. I think this is Ephemeris Garden. Love the flower. And then this is was quite a find. I went into an antique shop and found a group of these and purchased them all. This is a bridge tally score sheet, and it's by Gibson, which is a U.S. company that makes cards. And I thought that was really pretty to add. And another really pretty page here, and then this is a vintage handkerchief I've put in, and some more washi tape, and an envelope with a tuck spot in here that I decorated with some, this is not vintage lace. I just tea stained that and added a little sari silk ribbon and another button. This is a tag I made using a book page and some avocado dyed paper and some washi tape, and this is from one of the wallpaper kits, and one of Tracy's labels, and then another little tag. I wish I could remember. These very well may be the Graphics Fairy tags. It just clips in there. Oh, and there's space on the back to write. On the other side of that handkerchief, and then this is a graphics fairy image. It's one of my favorites with the roses and the little bee. And there's journaling space on the back of that. And another tuck spot with another tag and a little tag. And then I've added a piece of lace, the same lace that was here, and I've added a little charm with a butterfly and some little beads on it. And tea-dyed paper, the other side of the vellum, some butterflies. And then I have, this idea came from an adaptation of a tuck pocket that Wendy's Journal Adventure did. And I thought I added the lace for the tag, and then this is Tim Holtz paper. And it flips up, and there's a vintage postcard in here. Remember what the date on this one is. I really can't tell. It's from to Connecticut Lake, Pennsylvania. This is Mabel Ellis. It's got a 1-cent stamp on it. I just know that it's very old, probably from the early 1900s. It just tucks in there. I loved the roses on it. And then I've made a little tuck spot here, and there's another tag and another little library card in that. And then this is a flip and a page from a wildflower book. And then this is another article from a magazine called Water in the Garden by Grace Tabor. And this one is from Women's Home Companion, July 1934. I thought she might find that article interesting. And there's ads on the back of it. And another ruffle and another envelope with some lace added to it. And this is a avocado dyed paper. And several, I think it was actually last week, Jacqui did a tutorial on using this die cut from Tim Holtz as a tuck spot for a tag. And I thought it just reminded me of a trellis in a garden. And so I added some little roses to it that I fussy cut, and then added this little, made a tuck spot on a page with it, and added this little tag with the roses. And here's the other side of that doily, and another page from Nick. And this is a flip out. I saw a tutorial on this, and I'm sorry I cannot remember if it was Roxy that I saw it on. But anyway, I used a lot of the different pages from the compendium kit by Tracy Fox. And this is a little tuck spot here, and this is a vintage tintype that is, the back of it, it's from Jordan Brothers Ferrotype Rooms on Genesee Street in Utica, New York. And I was born in Utica, New York, and my grandmother actually lived on Genesee Street. So I purchased several of these, and I thought it might be fun to include one for Jacqui. And then there's a flip this way, and there's a little tuck spot here for a tag, and that has journaling space on the back. I love those flowers. They're really pretty. And then there's a little tuck spot here, and there's another little cigarette card. And this is just a little picture of some wild roses. And there's another tag here, and a little butterfly that I added there. And then the tea-dyed page, and then the last page has one of the butterfly specimen slide kits, and I can't remember if this is Tracy's or if it was Artie Mae's. And then this is another article from that magazine. I think this is Pictorial Review, February 33, and this is reminiscent of rural England, and this is an architectural page, and it shows the floor plan for the house and then a drawing of the house, and I thought that was really pretty. And since it said rural England, I thought she might enjoy that. And that just tucks in right here, and that's the end of the signature. And then on the back there's a little tuck spot here, and I've just added a little Tim Holtz with the little bluebirds and daisies. I thought that kind of looked cute with them peeking out. So that's the journal I've made for her, and I hope she's going to enjoy it. I've certainly had a lot of fun making it, and I will be back with the journal that she has made for me when I receive it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm recording this in late February, and we have here in Texas, in central Texas, we have just had a week of freezing weather, and we were very fortunate. We did not lose our power, but for several hours at a time in rolling blackouts, and we did not lose any of our pipes or our water, so I consider myself very fortunate. So thank you for watching. You all stay safe and well, and we'll see you soon.